Hello, this is Divine Wheel and this is the Twin Flame weekly reading. So, Twin Flame reading, and I'll do the Divine Feminine energies first and then the Divine Masculine, and then we'll talk about what might help the connection in between. So, here we go. So, this is for the Divine Feminine. What's the current energies for the Divine Feminine? That one, they came out. Energies for the Divine Feminine. I feel like it's like the cards are being slow and relaxed. That's kind of how it feels. Divine Feminines being more, I feel as if we're being more, I'm putting me in the picture here, of tired but moving on. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's been a lot going on. I think there has for everybody, hasn't there? But, you know, moving on, but maybe that's why it's slower than it would be if it was all, you know, hunky-dory. So, we've got like, that's this sign of a contemplating things and perhaps not seeing the cup there. So he's looking at those three. I'm seeing here there, but it's like a missed opportunity card, that sometimes. So, right, any more for the Divine Feminine? Oops, I'll take all of those. One's a lot. I'll have a quick look at those. Quick look. So that's being in, you know, receiving the wealth for yourself, new projects, new ideas, grounded, to bring in Pentacle, Earth, purposely led, connecting with, well, that's a bit, actually this looks, this is funny because all of this, I've just done a collective reading and basically these four cards have all come up in the collective reading, these ones here. So, sorry, you can see them now. So all of these cards, these four cards came up in the collective reading there, you know, when the cards come up again, it's kind of something that we could be, look, there. Sorry about that. It's working out where the best place is here. So yeah, so the collective reading was most of it was like this, kind of, that was the very recent past, as if we're moving to new ideas, new ways of thinking, new projects. Then in the current energy, what is the, you know, connecting with other people, friendships, and, you know, perhaps even networking there, but in a more sort of cups loving way. And then in the current recent future, it was about the, you know, we've got options here, but, you know, obviously be careful because some options aren't as good as others, and there'll be one that's full of all of the lovely things. I mean, that one's got the snake in, be careful of that, basically, you know. One's got a big mountain where there'll be a big mountain to climb there. You know, that one's full of jewels. So, you know, there's sometimes we might think there's lots of options, but always use the intuition, which is what we're doing. We're using our intuition, looking at the options based on these, you know, new ideas and connecting with people. And as long as we keep with our intuition, then this is a good sign. So yeah, but this is all that popped out for the Divine Feminine, but I will put those back because there was a lot of cards there. These were the other cards from all the massive ones that came out there. So this one's about, you know, burdens. We've got burdens here, sort of the Ten of Wands, carrying burdens there, which we need to let go of, really, and working on our Pentacle, working on our stability, which absolutely keep on doing that. And, you know, because we're looking to move towards very much health and wealth for ourselves, you know, which is what we want to be in our own power. So, you know, perhaps bringing in our more Divine Masculine kind of energies, you know, to be fully balanced there. So any more cards for the Divine Feminine? Right, so I'll turn these over now. There's quite a few cards here, isn't there? Right, so you see all, make sure you can see all of those for the Divine Feminine. Sorry, I'm a bit all over with my cards here. Okay, so we've got, yeah, we want this happy. Everyone does, don't we, really? We want this happy ever after kind of 10 of Cups there. So we're moving forward with, you know, the projects that we just saw, moving forward. But it seems to be, you know, it looks like it's sort of way off in the distance there. Now we've also got a King of Pentacles showing up here, so this could be perhaps, is it another person that's grounded? Is it what we want? We want more of a grounded, solid offer coming in. Is that coming in to have perhaps the 10 of Cups at some point? Or is it what we have to do to bring our own stability, which based on those other cards was also what looks like we're important for us to do. But so that's the King of Pentacles, very grounded, huge stability there. It looks like it's coming in. But it also looks like there's been, that was the first card that we saw, perhaps that should have been at the beginning. There might be a missed opportunity currently. Too busy looking at these cups as well, but there's a divinely guided one that's not being seen. But also we've got the Queen of Cups, which is about being fully in a tree. So perhaps there has been, you know, potential for a missed opportunity, but you know, with the Queen of Swords, not Cups, sorry, the Queen of, I don't know why I said the Queen of Cups. Maybe that's what we want to be, the Queen of Cups, but at the moment there's a Queen of Swords energy still that's saying, I'm cutting out all of the BS, you know, even if it means a missed opportunity, perhaps, you know, I'm going to stay with my truth, but do what's right and keep with truth. No BS going forward. I think there's been enough of that, hasn't there, really? So that's great. And yeah, great if we can, you know, I mean, this could be as well, sort of, you know, we're on about a twin flame reading, so that could be, you know, there's been a missed opportunity. So, oh, the thing falls there. So, you know, we're being fully in our power, not having it. You know, we've got to keep moving forward in the right way that's truly right. And then, you know, we might find that there's a King of Pentacles that we do end up meeting up with in divine timing. So, yeah. Otherwise, it's about us as well, making sure that we've got our divine feminine masculines balanced and bringing in our pentacle. You know, but it may feel that it's some, you know, the successes are far off, but we're moving towards them, because really what we want is this. So yeah, keep moving forward, right, so I'm going to move on to the divine masculine now. Let's see what's happening with the divine masculine. I mean, last time both divine masculine and feminine were moving out of heartaches and, you know, and all of that, and it was starting to move toward better things. So let's see what divine masculine's going on for him right now. So we've got a Five of Swords energy there, so there's this conflict. I mean, that may be internal conflict. Let's see what comes out, you know, not knowing which way to go, fighting his own head, all of that, or conflict with others. Right. Any more cards for the divine masculine, please? So, you know, I said before the cards felt slow. These are more rigid. Feels more rigid somehow. Well, these came out upside down, so I'll read them that way. So we've got, yeah, so conflict. We've got, you know, this can be quite a loving energy the right way up. You know, reminiscing about connections, loving connections and all of that, but that's upside down. And justice is in reverse. So there's been justice, but let's find some more. Let's find some more. It doesn't look very good so far, does it? Oh dear. A bit messed. Looks a bit messed up. Let's see where we're at. More cards for the Divine Masculine. And so, well, Ace of Wands there. So maybe he's wanting to get past all of that and just start again. A new start with his, yeah, it can be a bit of a phallic symbol, that one as well. Ace of Wands, very passionate new beginning. Perhaps he's looking for a passionate new beginning. You know, there's been so much conflict. He's had enough of reminiscing about all these connections. It's like he's done with it all. There's been justice enough. It's like I feel like it's like I've had enough. Just want something new. So it's been tough, hasn't it, for us all really? Gotta keep going, haven't we? So as I say, the collective was connecting with intuition. So I don't know what it. Right, so yeah, it's very about King of Wands, isn't it? Which is very much the passionate king of the deck, but thankfully more mature than the Knight of Wands, which is the player energy. So it looks like there's a maturity, because we have seen King of Wands quite a bit for the masculine side. So this is a maturity. So great. So maturity with new passionate beginnings, and he kind of moving past all of that. So he wants to just move past all of this. Oh, so he's going through it again. So anymore, I did actually see this one popped out, but I wasn't going to take Ten of Swords. So well, I will take it. So maybe there has been so much hurt and lots of Swords energy all in the head as well, and so hopefully he's coming past all of that as well, just to, you know, move to new beginnings there. These more mature and very much still very passionate energy there. So any more for the Divine Masculine? Any more for the Divine Masculine? Yeah, it doesn't feel very loving energies anyway at the moment. I feel like he's had enough. Maybe he's stubborn and defiant as well. Who knows? Try that one. Oh, right. So there's the Death card as well. So the Death is about, you know, this is a major arcana. We've got the Justice in reverse, major arcana. So it is about a death of, we're in the new cycle now, aren't we? We're in the autumn, you know, it's like the wheels turned, we're moving it in new directions. A death of the old, isn't it? A death of the old way of going on as well. So that's coming up. Because there's been a lot of hurt and heartache. This is like no one can take anymore when it's that much. And yeah, it's a death that has to happen. It's something that has to be ended and finished, and, you know, for a new cycle to begin. We're coming into Scorpio season as well, where it's much more, all of the deep feelings have come out, don't they? So that's going on as well. Just to test us even more. Oh dear. So anything else for the Divine Masculine that you can tell us, please? The Empress. So this could be the Divine Masculine coming into, you know, both Divine Masculine and Feminine energies with an Empress there. Or it's about, you know, finally moving away from all the conflict. Forget, you know, letting the past go. The best thing about the past now is that it's over. Coming in with a new life, a passionate new beginning with his King of Wands, more mature. Death to the old way, letting it all go, and then finally could be connecting with his true Empress as well, which would be lovely, wouldn't it? Any more for the Divine Masculine? And it's Happy Halloween as well. Happy Halloween! So the veil is thin, as they say. Oh, that one. Oh, and we've got a Ten of Pentacles. Oh, come on. Sort yourself out, Divine Masculine, because look what's coming into you. Your Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, which is the best stability, financially, health, and everything. Bring it on, come on. Right, that's it for the Divine Masculine. And now between both, what, or is there a both at the moment? Or is it still faffing on? Right, what guidance can you give us for the Divine Masculines and the Divine Feminines to come all together and be together and move towards each other? Between the two energies, what can you tell us, please? Cards feel a bit lighter again. And a bit messy. Lighter and messy. Got to be careful not to put meanings into things as well. You know, there's signs, but then, you know, I've noticed there's signs really great, really help me so many times. But I also noticed if I focused on something, then it's as if I would bring those signs in. So I think you've got to be careful and be very astute as well, even with that. You know, what are your true signs, or what are you actually, you know, like if you buy a car, you notice that you see them all over the place. So, you know, it's like you filter it in. So watch that one as well, because, you know, there are true signs out there. Oh, there's, you know, some of them are really great and lovely. But then be careful that, you know, we're not making the meanings as well, if you know what I mean. So anyway, this is the this is the card, Justice, balancing the scales. Yeah, with the sword of truth there in his hand. So yeah, that sounds like a lovely plan, doesn't it? Coming from, you know, balanced energies, Divine Masculine balanced in his energies, Divine Feminine balanced in hers, and balanced together, including the sword of truth, coming from truth. And yeah, that's the advice for both together. That's great. Right, lovely. All right, and that's the twin flame reading for this week, and I shall see you next week. Bye.